Welcome to another video of our beloved Chelsea. As if the team's injury problems were not enough, another issue that arised up is about the renovation of our house, which we convene is not cheap to watch the games at the stadium, isn't it? But before the news, subscribe to the channel, help me complete 1,000 subscribers, and don't forget to like. The future of Stamford Bridge has often been shrouded in chaos, with no one seemingly able to come to a general consensus as to what Chelsea as a club and supporters who pay good money to watch their team every week would want. Everyone knows that SW6 needs to at least be upgraded in places, but how they go about it has been the question on everyone's lips for the last 13 years. Since their takeover in 2022, Chairman Todd Boehly and his Clearlake Capital Consortium have consistently highlighted their commitment to revolutionize the facilities both inside and around the ground. The club's recent acquisition of a 1.2-acre plot of land has been the latest development since Roman Abramovich sold the club last year, but they won't see the land in their possession until at least 2025, nor will it have much impact on current blueprints for stadium development, leaving many wondering how long it'll take for things to truly get moving. Despite that, the club have appointed Kane International CEO and board director Jonathan Goldstein to oversee the project alongside stadium development veterans Janet Marie Smith and Jason Gannon, both of whom have experience in stadium plans over in the U.S. Of course, though, with time being the major concern, it poses the question of how far the Blues will fall behind other clubs in the meantime. With Arsenal's Emirates Stadium and more recently Tottenham's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium being on the cutting edge of state-of-the-art sporting grounds, Stamford Bridge is becoming more and more obsolete by the day. However, Boehly and company have been handed a potential plan by global architectural partnership populists who have been at the center of the stadium renovation revolution over the last 25 years. Having modernized Wembley Stadium in London, the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wimbledon Centre Court, and the Grandstand at Ascot, the company's managing director, Chris Lee, has his eyes currently set on a complete teardown and rebuild of Manchester United's Old Trafford, but highlighted how stadiums have now become essential to a club's success. Stadiums used to be functional exercises, he told The Telegraph earlier this week. Not anymore. Now they are regarded as cultural assets. Sports venues were once wrecking bad neighbors. The American model was to move them out of town, surrounded by car parks. Now they are engines of urban regeneration. Since they went there, the whole area has been completely revived. And you can see it in this country. When we did the Emirates, it was a critical part of a plan to link Lower Holloway to Islington. There are going to be 4,500 new homes built around Spurs. Wembley is undergoing a huge redevelopment of what was a pretty woeful area of decay. One problem many have with Stamford Bridge is its size compared to rivals. While the 42,000-odd-seater stadium is the 12th biggest in England, it pales in comparison to the likes of Tottenham's 62,000-seater or the 75,000 seats in Old Trafford that could become a staggering 95,000 if future plans go ahead under new ownership from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The thing that Boehly will have to figure out the most, though, is how to fix the rocky relationship with supporters he's endured since his takeover. Chelsea fans haven't been quiet about their adoration for former owner Abramovich amid his strengths and flaws, and the annus horribilis that has been 2023 for the Blues hasn't done much to shine a light on the positives of the takeover. One thing the American must do is be as involved, or at least look like it, as possible in order to highlight his commitment to the cause. Lee believes that if Chelsea are to upgrade or rebuild Stamford Bridge, they must have supporters at the forefront of their mind if they want to find the success that their London rivals have found since the opening of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium back in 2019. English football used to be guilty of seeing its spectators as a captive audience. You know, we'll treat you how we want to treat you and you'll still come back, he admitted. The change over the last 30 years has been to recognize that fans are customers with choice. Yes, I admit in the early days the concentration was on corporate facilities. The big move at Spurs was to say from the least to the most expensive seat, we will give you something. The focus of the Tottenham Stadium design was on atmosphere, how to create identity in a seating bowl. Daniel Levy and I spent a lot of time traveling. We went everywhere, shamelessly borrowing bits we liked. Not just to sport venues, but concert halls, theaters. There are little bits from all over put together in that building. When we did the new Ascot Grandstand, which opened in 2006, the Queen was very hands-on. We had a monthly meeting with her, showing progress on design and build. She had so much input. And it always smooths the planning process when the client is the sovereign.